Parliamentary finance, we expect the budget tables to reach Parliament in the middle of this month. Quote, the government will send the schedules in the middle or before the end of this month. Changes are happening in Iraq. We can only hope this means an increase, even a small increase, in the value of the currency is on the agenda further down the road. We have reason to believe the value of the currency will automatically push up once the development road project is in place. Though the BRICS have been doing a lot of saber rattling about breaking away from the dollar, OPEC remains king of oil, and that means all oil transactions will be in USD. Here is the latest report from the Minister of Oil on Iraq's part in OPEC and their reassurance and adherence to the rules of OPEC. Article: The Iraqi Ministry of Oil has reaffirmed its full commitment to the OPEC Plus production agreement, including additional voluntary cuts and compensation for excess production. The Ministry of Oil emphasized the crucial role of OPEC Plus agreements in stabilizing global oil markets and highlighted the importance of collective efforts from all member states to maintain market balance. It appears to us there was no auction on Monday. We don't see anything on the television, and the news like usual. Frank, we noticed that too, that there were no auctions. I really don't care. The auctions are no longer important to us, but I'd like to see the flow of money, of cash money. I don't know if this is Sudani's way of continuing to hide information from Parliament. That's the only reason I can come up with. The overwhelming amount of my bond sources are very excited about what they have learned today and the appointments they have been to. They are now being told that all the 7 major groups will be paid in full over the next 2 weeks. Now that does not mean we, currency holders, will be waiting that long. But this is huge news. I am excited about the sheer number of contacts that told me today was the day they started moving forward. I continue to be told that by the 17th or 18th of March all bonds would be paid. I was always told only a portion needed to be paid before we, currency holders, get to go. I think things will get pretty exciting over the upcoming week. Stopping the currency auction at the Central Bank of Iraq is behind the return of the dollar's rise. They're still focused in on that digitization of Iraq and digital currencies. The effects of that are going to be profound. The use of currency is not going to be the way it was in the past in Iraq. They are going to a cashless society. Not completely no cash, but they're going that way. The amount of small denominations that they've talked about will be limited. It won't be as profound as it has been in the past, that's for sure. Al-Alaq, 20 Iraqi banks practice direct transfer operations. Quote, today, there are 20 Iraqi banks practicing direct transfer operations with international correspondents in 8 foreign currencies, within the new system. We're looking for the printing of the new budget. We want something in print so we can see. In the midst of the issues with Iran and the US, things are still moving ahead in Iraq. It may be an uphill battle for al-Sudani and al-Alaq, but they is still aggressively moving forward. The dinar is finally rising in relation to the dollar. Yes, the dinar is finally slowly rising. It should not be long before Iraq rises to the top of the Middle East and they advance in the rest of the world in global stature. We are not likely to see any reinstatement of the dinar until Iran is broken. I mean the government leadership toppled and the terrorist networks abolished. I am told by my CBI contact this must take place to move ahead in Iraq and free Iraq. As long as Iran exists in its present state, the US is not going to release, or free, its dinar to the world. Really will be glad to see an end to this movie. Marks, I think they are about to run the credits. Question, do you think the Vietnamese dong could go before the Iraqi dinar? At this point no. You like a pregnant mother that's 9.5 months pregnant, I believe that's where we're at with the Iraqi dinar. The Vietnamese dong, I believe they're still kind of like just finding out the test results was positive. Vietnam has amazing potential, especially with Trump around now. Due to the collapse of the Taman. Iranian parliament dismisses the Minister of Finance. Iran's parliament on Sunday dismissed Finance Minister Abdinazer Hemati after launching a no-confidence vote. They did not have any currency auctions as of Monday, March 3. Now, what were the two critical things the central bank states to us through the year 24, which by the way, you're still in, end the use of the dollar and end the currency auctions. Last Thursday/Friday they said the citizens' debit cards would no longer be able to access US dollar cash outside the country of Iraq. That's one way of exiting the dollar. Member of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, Mouin Al-Kazemi, called on the Ministry of Finance, today, Wednesday, to expedite sending the current year's budget tables to Parliament for approval. Al-Kazemi said in a statement to Al-Maluma agency, that the Ministry of Finance sending the 2025 budget tables data to the Council of Ministers means that its mission has ended and we are waiting for the Council of Ministers to vote on these tables and send them to the House of Representatives. He added that the delay in sending the tables is the responsibility of the government and negatively affects the performance of the ministries, noting that the 2025 budget tables do not take a long time as the Ministry of Planning has all the indicators and figures related to the investment aspect. He stressed the need to expedite sending the 2025 budget tables to Parliament for approval as soon as possible. Member of the Iraqi Council of Representatives Yahya al-Muhammadi expected, on Wednesday, the resumption of oil exports from the Kurdistan region via Ceyhan, Turkey, after it had been suspended for many months. Al-Muhammadi said in a statement to Al-Maluma agency, that amending Article 12 constitutes a roadmap for resuming oil exports, noting that oil exports will be via Ceyhan, Turkey, through the Somo company. He added that Article 12 of the budget law, which was previously amended, includes compensating the Kurdistan regional government for the costs of production and transportation for extracting oil, which the central government set at $16. He pointed out that the Kurdistan region is on the threshold of exporting oil and handing over oil revenues to the central government according to the mechanisms specified in the budget law and its amendment. MP Mukhtar al-Musawi confirmed today, Wednesday, that Al-Kazemi and his close associates stole Iraq's money and must be brought to justice. Al-Musawi said in a statement to Al-Maluma agency, former Prime Minister Mustafa Al-Kazemi is trying to remarket himself politically to obtain a position or run in the upcoming elections, noting that whoever meets him from the political class does so out of personal motives and interests and not out of national motives. He explained that Al-Kazemi's government did not provide any real achievement for Iraq, but rather witnessed major financial corruption operations, stressing the need to hold him accountable and investigate him regarding the budget that